CM family, it's me Massa. Greetings, Mbote, Salama, Yeng Kino, to the Bantus and to all the non-Bantus that used to follow this channel. Here we are one more time. Um, we are so blessed, to be here in the country to see different kinds of things. But why you are here in the country, I have my sisters in the Ghana. We have the sisters in the um, Zambia. We have people in the Botswana and SA, Tanzania, Kenya, and you can hear from everyone that is um, in Africa that everyone has to fight because we are diasporians, and the diasporian have to fight because first of all you have the Esau's spirit all over Africa. You know, you have which means you have the colonial system everywhere, and you have the political influence. Um, and also the structure of uh, you know the structure that you see in the West is also the same that you will find in Africa, but the worst part of it, the worst from the worst part of it. So it's not easy, um, to, like the people used to say in Angola, to become a marimbondo, yeah, to someone that made it, yeah, to someone that have good money in Africa. And most of the people that make money in Africa, they have money before they even start making money because of their parents. It's the same like in Europe or in America, or everywhere else, where you will find parents they used to work for the government because political people, people that used to be involved with the government, mostly have a lot of money, diplomats and all those things, because they do a lot of businesses and they steal money. All of them are thieves. Everyone that has to do with a political person have to know that this political person is a thief in the eye of the Most High, and we are coming very very soon to all that. But we are people. We worked very hard in the West, and now we want to make it in the country or in the land, where we believe that the Most High is there, that we believe that we can change the economy, that we believe that we can change the system, you know, that we believe that this land belongs to us and that is calling us. Yeah. But all this, the difficulties that we are facing are immense. Okay. So the land is not really welcoming us. It's like we are coming by our own force. We are forcing ourselves to come over because there's no one that is opening the door, whether the government, neither the people. Okay, so it's hard, but we are fulfilling prophecy. Okay, um, for the others, they will fulfill the prophecy of Isaiah 14, 1 to 3. You will see that it will come a time where people all over the world will start saying to the people of the book, "Bring us home." Where? Where they used to come from, where their forefather came from. Bring us home. What do you want? Take everything from me, but just bring me home. Okay. We know that when this starts to happen, um, Esau will have a strategic plan to to do everything so that our people will be stuck, so to bound them in the land of captivity where we are in still until today. But the Most High have his ways, and the prophecies are written, and it will happen anyway. Now, do I believe that Esau is white? Yes. Why? Esau wasn't white from the beginning. Definitely not. It's because I know that there is some changes happening um, in color pigmentations during all the time. Yeah, Ismail today, yeah, is a white man. Yeah, Ismail today is a white man. Ismail is the Arab. Hmm? But Ismail from yesterday wasn't white at all. Okay, Esau today is a white man, but the Esau that was our brother and is still today, he was a black man. And then we had even people from Jacob, our people, our Bantus, that Nzambi um, made them to become white. They changed the pigmentations. So during the time, brothers and sisters, we have different kinds of mixing that happens between humanity. Okay, you can go to Genesis 36, Genesis 36, and there you will find how many times like Esau mixed himself with other nations, mixed himself. That's why you have the North Africans. That's why you have all these people up to Ashkenazim, Iraq, Iran, and that's why they call themselves also Shemites and all these kinds of things. Okay, we have to know that Ishmael is a Shemite. Okay, and those people in the borders of Israel, mixed with Hamites and Horites and everything, they are Shemites. Okay, Abraham had many children. Okay, he was the father of many nations. We have to know that. Okay, we have to be very strategic. Do I believe in dragons? I have never seen one, not in my dream. When I ask my mom, she will be like, "What is this?" When I ask our grandma that died now, while I came here to Angola, that's why I'm also so busy. 4 days ago or 5 days ago or whatever. No, she has a dragon. Okay, so it is a myth. It is a myth. But when we see a crocodile, when we see snakes, we know that a crocodile can become very big. We know snakes that can become also very big, very tall, whatever. So, which means that our forefathers, they had, yeah. When we go way back, I think that the animals they looked a little bit different than today. Okay, bigger, and for our forefathers that did not have the weapons like modern weapon, because all our animals in Africa were killed by European nations. Africa was full of animals. They took the animals to the west, to Asia, etc., etc. Like the beer. When you go and you want to find an African beer, you won't be able to find an African beer. But if you go to and type Usu, which means also beer, you will find the beer in Africa everywhere. It's especially in the sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, because we had African beers. David slew a beer. Samson. Okay, uh, you know. So we lived among beer. We had beers among us, and yeah, because many people think that the beers that just live in the polar zones where it is cold, etc., etc. It's a lie. Now, why do I do this video? I think we should start. I want to show you that the Most High has a dwelling place, yeah, and that the European nations, yeah, I used to say very often European, because we know that America was inhabited by natives, American natives or Indians. Uh, I think they had a complete other name. Yeah, not even Indians. All these names were given by their conquerors. Now, the thing is that the Europeans, yeah, which Gomer, Ashkenaz, okay, yeah, Gog, Magog, this area is there because they were thrown. The Most High said to them they have to leave Africa, leave Africa. That's why everything that was against the Most High was pushed out, like, to the borders of Africa. Out, leave Africa. Yeah, leave. Go to the desert. Go away from my dwelling places. It was always like that. Now, what happened was that the Europeans, yeah, they are fulfilling prophecy. When the time came, they became so strong, like the prophecies have said, that they started to coming strong and against their own brethren. They said, now we will be the one, yeah, ruling over the earth. Okay, and this is a fact. So we are dealing with very, very angry people. Now, if it is to you, you are a king, right? To you is given everything. Okay, everything. This is also the prophecy that is Revelation 12. The dragon following the child. This is the same thing that will happen again. I think I have to break down very soon how the king will be born and stuff like that. But we're going to talk a little bit about it today. So, brothers and sisters, the thing is that in Revelation 12, it is said that the dragon followed the children of Esau, even up to the desert places, So, which means Esau came like a dragon, very strong, and said, hey, I will destroy this people, yeah, that ruled over me. Okay? But now Esau has the crown. While you have the crown, Esau, you could do it better. You could build for everyone, every nation. You could show every nation the Most High, because the Most High showed himself. He revealed himself also to you, even if the Bible is not completely correct, yeah. But the Most High showed himself to you, what his laws are, what he really wants, how you should rule the world, and all these kinds of things. That's why it is written in Revelation 12 again. Satan has only a short time, and many people might think, who's Satan there? But if we go to Isaiah 14, when Tanambi is talking about Satan, how he's destroying the whole earth, even water, earth, he's even going up to the heavens and wants to inhabit the heavens, fighting the cosmos, destroying the nature. This is Satan. And who is doing that? So that's why you have Esau, Whiteman, who is Satan according to the Bible. Okay? And in Revelation 12, it is very well said. No doubt, we know, a spiritual person knows, when you see a white person, it's not because of his color. It is because of his color, because the color is the sign that he's not no more he's no more he went out of the blessings. He went out from the blessings. He became sensible to the negative spirits and to the positive spirits. But there was a covenant that happened during the time. They grafted in, which means they have a chance, but he never took it. So you cannot attack every white person. But you can tell them about the judgment that will happen against the white race because of their fathers. I don't blame the children today, not all of them, but because of their fathers, the children have to pay. This is how the things are. We are paying. I wasn't there. I wasn't there when our forefathers started marrying up different nations. I wasn't there while Solomon was dancing with the Canaanites. Okay, I wasn't there. But today I have to pay for my forefathers' fault, mistakes. Okay, so smart white children, youth, they know that. They're telling their fathers, "Do you leaving us? You're destroying the nature. The air is not the same like it was before. No animals no more, no food, no water. Okay, everything is changing, but fast. The nature is now fighting humanity because of the white man, not because of humanity. It's not also because humans are so many. It's because of Satan. Satan is the white man. We can go, we can go to we can meet a place where you have all the presidents of the world sitting there, and we talk face to face. We put all the things together what the white man has done so far. This number, you have never seen a number like that. Trillion or whatever billion of crimes. He's a criminal. And because he's a criminal and the things that he have done, his children have to pay, and he himself too. Now, the dragon. He's the dragon. Okay, he represents the red dragon. No one else. Okay, and now the Tanzania is saying, I want to change everything. I want to change everything. And this is where the problem is. When the Tanzania is saying he wants to change everything, this is a sign for every Muntu that he has to be aware and start listening to that what the Most High have said. Because, brothers and sisters, the Most High is working, and the most of the people do not even understand that he does. So he's working secretly. Even if everything looks garbage to some people's eyes, for the Most High, everything is correct. Okay? And very, very soon, some people that did not did not hear his voice, they will be stuck. And those who understood will be free. And what happens is happening here. And let us go to the scriptures. Then I'm going to show you, that Esau have a very, very short time. And while we're talking about time, we have to be we have to careful and look at the bank system, the currency. Yeah, look at it, how it is changing. Look at this, look at Europe, how much it falls. The interest is more there. And look by yourself what the scriptures are saying about all this. Let me share the screen. I think this will be very important for you to know. We have a trip to Southern Africa. Beulah will do a trip. I think we'll announce it next week. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna visit some nice places in South Africa. Also have a meeting with the Hutus. All of us will be there. So everyone that wants to see us, to be with us, everyone can come to this trip. So for some people, they can even come to Angola first, and then we can make it to South Africa. Was also invited to Botswana, a country that is doing very great. The economy is blowing. It's a very strong country. Um, then the another announcement is about the school. Um, in this school, like I have said very often, this time we're gonna hear about what kinds of things you can do to call the mulimos. How do you have to pray? What kinds of psalms you have to read? And I think for everyone that have been in the first school and is already practicing healing and all those kinds of things, you know, all good. And don't miss the second school. It's very important. Um, so, end of before end of this month, you have to do the subscription so that you can enter. Now, let us start. All good. Okay, the end of Edom's empire. Yeah, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth. For her sins have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through. Yeah, like I said, Edom is not rich. Yeah, the Edomites, Ishmael, and all of them, they stick together as one people. And all of them, they did not become rich because they are friendly, because they love humanity, because they love the nature, because they love the Most High. No, they had the chance to do good to everyone because they are the gods here at the moment in this world. They, to them, everything here is them. When Isaiah was saying, this world doesn't belong to me, yeah, because his world or a world of Massa, what I would do if I would have this world, it would be completely different from that what is happening now. Shutting down our people to travel and all those kinds of things. Look at the amount of money what we have to pay. Fake pandemics, lies, killing our people, yeah, hunger everywhere, you know, war everywhere. Everyone's hate the other. Everyone hates everywhere. You will find hate everywhere among us. This is not from the Most High, which means these people, they are the chaos maker. They are the sons of prediction, the sons of sins. They are putting all these sins outside there, all this chaos, all these lies. What you can see in movies and radios and all this kind of thing, it comes from the Pemba. Okay, so which means these people, they know how to make money. It's all about the money. It's not about the freedom. It's not about humanity. It's not about helping. It's not about healthcare. There's no healthcare. The snake is there too that will bite you. It's only business. It's all about business, business, business. Okay? There's no church. There's no priest. There's no nothing of these kinds of things. All lies. Lies, lies, lies. They control everything. No? So, you can start from Revelation 18 and 3. You go there. check if it's streaming. Yes, it does. Here it is. For all nations have drunk the wine of the passion of a sexual immorality, and the king of the earth have committed immorality with her, and the merchants of the earth have grown rich from the power of the luxurious. You see all the flashing lights in America, gunpowder everywhere, all the Lexus cars and all this, and no one is asking himself where all this came from. That's why they are also in sin. They have to pay for the blood of the land. Okay, like our forefathers have eaten, yeah, like they have drunk from the blood. This is the same thing that must happen to Edom, yeah, this time, which means Edom will be destroyed with all the people that think they live in luxus, that they are fine, because they live a lie. Everything is blood, everything, the dollar bills, everything. The White House is a lie. There is no White House. You should call it Blood House or whatever. What? Okay. Look what they have done with Japan, Hiroshima. Look what they have done in the Vietnam. Okay. Look what they have done with people in Africa for 400 years. Rape, beating up, molesting, putting people down. The people are crazy. Can you imagine? Still today controlling all African countries. Okay? So these are not people. These are not humans. Okay? Here, it's here. She has become a dwelling place for demons, a hunt for every unclean spirit, a hunt for every unclean bird, a hunt for every unclean, distable beast. This is this is what uh, 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 America and China and this Singapore and this all these places are Russia. Okay, so if there is a Most High, if there is a Father Spirit, why should He let these demons do those kinds of things forever? Definitely not. And these people are not humans. I know that many black people are involved in Freemasonry and Illuminati, and they're involved in the sins of Chinese, no one is without sin, but there is a sin to be uh, to be a part of the wicked. These kinds of people, yeah, I really pray for them so that they understand, yeah, that everything has an end. Let us continue. Then it is written on in verse 8, chapter 18 and 5, for her sins have reached unto heavens, and the Tanzambi has remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled, fill to her double. Which means, brothers, everyone that loves and understands the Most High, he will understand that the Most High is not saying that you should be involved in the things that those nations do. You shouldn't have anything to do with them. And the Most High is not there where those kinds of wickedness is. Okay? He said that the sins of those people, gay, lesbians, and all those kinds of stuff, they're trying to bring it to Africa. They're trying to bring all the wickedness, bordels. They're coming to Africa to giving us the shot. They're coming to Africa to steal everything from us, to taking our children's, you know, to taking our body parts. Okay, so who is the wicked here? Who is the wicked here? Okay, when you start seeing African countries like Rwanda, Congo, Burundi, and all them start to fight each other, the white man is in the midst of them. Go to the book of Joel 1. The brethren, they start sitting with each other, and then you will see the pale skin is coming, and saying, "Hey, yo." Then they start, "Where do you came from, man?" And all red. Oh yeah, oh, yeah, brother. I just went to kill some dudes. This is what he say. He has no problem with it. And no one should tell me that it has nothing to do with the white man. We know Cain's signs that the Most High gave him. We know how Tatanzambi was saying to Miriam, "You will become white." We know the sign that Tatanzambi gave to Massa, "Put your hands into the bosom when you take it out and show him the curse of the white man." We know he have written about the curse of Naman. Okay, very often his whole family became white, and he threw them out of the country and said, "Come never again." We know there's nothing like racism here. This is pure, this is biblical. I know that there are some good white people outside there, some good Chinese, whatever what. I know. Okay? But yeah, the most of them are not. Because the most high human spirit, human that comes from Adam, huh? Bantu is Muntu. Bantu is plural. Muntu is one. Okay? Muntu means human, means you are the most high. Okay? Just for you to know. A human is a god. He is the representative god of this earth. A human. He is God. There is no other God. Okay, when you want to find a God, every animal, every tree, every creation will bow down. Even the Maleki Makongo will bow down in front of the human. And the human has a race, the human race. And these are the Bantus. Everything that starts coming out of everything from there start become a mutant, a mutation. Okay? Because of food, languages, land areas, okay, and curses, you will see that the people start changing up dramatically. Some people became taller, some people become thicker, some people became wider, some people became like Chinese and all this kinds of stuff. Okay, this is a fact. Okay, but this doesn't mean that they are really humans no more. They are human mixed with something else. Okay, this is a fact. And now the antenna, yeah, which means your antenna to the Most High, so that the Most High, you keep His law, so you know what He wants, so that it will be not the same if you're not a real human. Okay, it will be hard for you to reach the level of a human of understanding. This is a fact, and we have always to be remembered in our teachings, yeah, who we are. That's why we don't do certain things. It's important because the Most High is coming like a thief. When He will show Himself that He really exists, we have to be ready to receive Him. Now, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she had filled, fill to her double. Okay? This is a big prophecy. Okay? Which means they will be punished in a way. People will be like, what? Are those the people that were over us? Are those the people that rule the earth? They will become dark now. I tell you. This will become this, and this will become this. This is a fact. They will become darker now. Even while they are white, they will stay white but become dark. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Okay? Revelation 18 and 6. And cried when they saw the smoke over her burning, saying, what city is like into this great city? And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus, okay, let me take the Bible verse. This is what will destroy, okay, just for you to know, this is what will destroy the most of the parts of the earth, especially the United States, for you to receive this revelation. Can't do anything against it. Okay, it is. And cried out as they saw the smoke of her burning, what a city was like the great city. Verse 19. And they threw dust on their heads as they wept and mourned, crying, and alas, alas, for the great cities, where all who had ships at sea grew rich by her wealth, for in single hour she has been laid waste. Okay, here it is, verse 21. Then a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone. Okay, it can be an asteroid. Okay, it can be also because of they have a lot of trash, yeah, uh, in the atmosphere, in above heavens, in the cosmos. There's something that can be thrown here into the waters. Now, what will happen? Then the mighty angel took the stone, the great millstone, and threw it into the sea, saying, so will Babylon the great city be thrown down with violence and will be found no more. And all these nice singers there that have never done anything for us, they never wanted good. They just showed they showed themselves naked pictures all the time. They influences our childrens. They divided families, and the man can't stay at home because he used to follow the nice women. My woman has to look like this, and all lies, and you know all these liars will not be found no more. Okay. Okay, now it continues. Do not let yourself be fooled by some false teachers who trot around saying that Babylon the Great is the Catholic religion. It is more than that. Because you have many, many people saying, well, Babylon, or, Babylon was already, Babylon is no more, Egypt was already, Egypt is no more, Greek was already, uh, Germany was already. They are forgetting that all of those were great kingdoms. All of them, those kingdoms are mentioned in the scriptures. All of those kingdoms to them was given power. Okay, and now Tatanzambi showed his power above them to show them that he is above all the kings and all the nations, while he really said in Revelation 12 that he gave Satan just a time, and when the time is over, yeah, everything will go back to his hands. And now this is the last kingdom that will come, and is and was after Rome. It's America and the European nations. China will not rule the world. They will never accept it. This will be the World War III that is about to come. Okay? This is it. So we can never say that the Most High is a liar, because we saw all these other kingdoms fallen. Okay, this is how we're gonna also see America fall. America will fall. Okay, and they're showing it by themselves. You can go to the YouTube. Every politician talks about it. Every video shows you the same thing. You can see that the currency is so weak. Okay, when you will see this West African, when why Africa starting to getting rid of out of colonization, they all of them must run. When Africa would say we cut off from Europe, all of them have to run to Europe to survive. This is the first step that the European must do, because all the currency will drop, because gold is thicker than paper. Now, heavier, okay, heavier than paper. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigned over the kings of the earth. Okay, so he sees those this America. The more America sees it, first of all, he's calling it a city. We know that America is big and huge, but he's calling it a small city. What is really, really funny. So he's not talking about the Vatican at all. Okay. Vatican is a small city for himself. Yeah, like his own thing in Italy, but it's not great. It's not. It doesn't do business with all the world. It does somewhere, but not like America, because America and Saudi Arabia and America and Israel, America and the Europeans, they're all friends. America is a business country. A businessman. Look at the Wall Street and all of this. So now, if he wants to become someone, you have to make it to America. You have to be there. Still today, everyone wants to go to America. And the people in America themselves, they do not even want to leave America. Why? This is very, very stupid. Because white people in America, they travel. They want to see other countries. They want to see what is really happening. They know history. They know. While the other nations, especially black people, they just stay in America and do not even know history and do not understand, because American white dudes, teachers, scholars, geologues, book writers, and everything do not say the truth. Now, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he had judged the great war, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and had avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. Okay, so it's about a pyramid system. Okay, it's about the pyramid with a controlling eye in it, which means the elite doesn't have to work. They will get the billions, and the billions, and everything that is under them must work for them. A slave system. It's a slave system. You know, the richer should become richer, while the poor people should become poorer. This is how we build Egypt. This is how we build Greeks. This is how we build Babylon. This is how we build Spain. It's always the same system. And the white people, yeah, they know exactly how to oppress others. Yeah, and if you know a little bit more than others, then they give you a better job for $2,000 or what, and then you feel good. Then you feel better. You became greater, better than others, while they are laughing at you because you are a slave to the system. You can't do anything but working for them. Seek ye out of the book of the Tanzami and read. No one of this shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them. Hallelujah. All of us are waiting for that, for the manifestation of the children of the Most High. The Tanzami has a place on earth that he chooses to live in. He loves it and takes care of it. For now I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and mine eyes and my heart should be there perpetually. Which means some people wants to tell me, yeah, oh yeah, the Most High is in this church. No, the Most High is in this country. This is how the European nations have 1,000 and thousands of followers in their churches. Jehovah Witness, then you have Joseph Smith, then you go to Ellen G. Wright, the Seventh Day Baptists, the Adventists. All these people wants to claim to know the Most High, but the Most High is saying, no, I have a dwelling place, and today I'm going to show you. When we go to the Second Chronicles 7 and 16, my goodness. Now my eyes shall be open, mine ears attentive unto the prayer that is made in this place. For the Tanzami had chosen Zion. He had desired it for his habitations. Do you know Bonnie M? By the rivers of Babylon, where we will dwell, where we remember Zion, something like that. So all our forefathers were crying while they were out-driven from Zion. No one wants to tell me that that America or Southern America or all these places, all the four corners where our people were driven to, that this is the promised land. The Most High is not there. So there is a limit, like he has limited the Garden of Eden in the land of the promise, in the land that he gave Abraham. He has also limited a place where he had the umbilical cord, like an umbilical cord, right? He has a ladder, okay, between the other world and this world, where we will go, okay. Even if you're in Africa, there will be a time of persecution and all these kinds of things, and Tanzania will driven you to the wilderness, and there again you will find a place of safety. This is how crazy it will be. So no one should tell me, okay, that the Most High is crazy by putting himself in the midst of the nations. He never loved the nations. He has nothing to do with the nations. It is Jacob that has to put everything um everything in on the line again. Yeah? Now, where is this place? Zion. He's talking about Sioni. Okay? Joni, Isukuna Joni. Ikakalanga, Isukuna Joni. Hey. Okay? Come on. We know it is in the southern part of Africa. In the southern part of Africa. And the whole world knows it. You can be an Indian priest. You can be whatever, a Chinese priest. You can be an English priest. If you tell them where's Zion, okay, it's not in the Middle East. So he said, this is my rest forever. Here will I dwell, for I have desired it. Where the poor people are. Okay, where the animals live. Okay, this is where the Most High is. Okay, this is what the people do not want to understand. They want to tell us the Most High must live among the highest buildings, the Porsche drivers, Okay, where the women's only run with the panty out to show their butts. This is where the Most High lives. Oh, California, have you been in California? No, but it is wrong to think so. It is completely wrong. Okay, we have to build Dawidi's tents again. We have to make the tabernacle of the Most High work. If not, we will lose a lot of people. And I really mean it like that. It is in your hands. Okay, it is in your hands. Do you know how many times white people came from one they crossed the streets and told me it is in your hands, and I have never known this people before. They told me it is in your hands. It is in your hands, and then they start running away. And I know I can be like a Solomon too, taking hundreds of concubines. But then I lost my mission. I can also give up and just do business. Then I have lost my mission. I can just close everything, boom, 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 just shut down everything and go to the forest and live there and waiting until everything be crushed here. Then I have lost my mission. So everyone must do the Most High's missions or work. And if you go to the book of Joel, he's saying very clear that sons and daughters will have visions. He's saying mothers and fathers will become prophets and sing visions and do prophetic things, healings, and all these gifts will be manifesting again. And that's why you see many of us are awoken, and this truth, what we call truth, came out on a righteous time, which has shocked the world. Even the mountains are trembling. Okay, which means the spiritual power of the gods of the moon too, from the Bantu, which is plural of the moon too, and not like this guy with this ministry have said that Bantu, a white guy, gave us the name. Okay, completely wrong. Okay, this is the problem here. Okay, by reading too many books. Okay, you can even say that the white guy that said these kinds of things, his spirits is exactly also with this dude that said it, because I don't see any difference between the white guy and him. I think he's the white guy. The white guy spirit is him. This is him. He's white in my eyes. You do not even know the language, and you're saying, "Oh, Bantu is from the white guy said it." Okay, you are the white guy. You said it, but having Bantu too, blah blah blah. Okay, this is another thing. Just to show you that many fake people will start saying different kinds of things. They will push it to the limit, but they will call us fake priests as well, because nothing has happened now, because it's still hitting the flesh. Everything is still in the flesh, but when it starts hitting the bone, then you will see how late it is to react, because then it will be too late. Then it will be too late to apologize. Too late. So he say he has a rest place. This is also the rest place when he's talking about Zephaniah 3 and 10 to 13, where his people will bring his offering. Okay, if you go to the book of Yasher, it's even written there, Africa. He said, Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine, Ephraim also is the strength of my head. Okay, and then he said, Judah is my lawgiver. That's why you see us always talking about the rituals, the Levite things, but then you have Ephraim, the head. Look at this, very nice, good, very good things. So his people are in the land. The Most High is in the land. The Most High is in the land. The Tanzania does not like Europe, China, Asia nor America. But why? He's saying Moab is my wash pot. Okay, this is where when he brushes his teeth, put, 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 you know, and you can see this land, Moab. You can see the Asian ground. Okay, I have to say very clear, they are very smart. They are feeding the world at the moment. Okay, they are feeding the world. Without China, hunger everywhere. People don't know, but it's his washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. You know, it's the shoe that they throw against Donald Trump, the other idiot. Over Philistia will I triumph. You see, this is what he thinks about all these people that think, oh yeah, it's in the Middle East. No, he will make them fall. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues. Okay, her plagues. Brothers and sisters, okay, many people think, how crazy must it be to live in Africa? It is. It is. It is. Okay, but Europe is only a place to take your rest for a short time. Okay, but it is good for you to have pants in Africa and some other clothing also in America or in the China or whatever where you live. Yeah, for those who can, for those who are diasporians, okay, because tribulation will be everywhere. But the Tanzania takes care of his people, and the Tanzania takes care of his inhabitants. You cannot, the Tanzania will not kill himself. Okay, he will not destroy himself. Okay, the Tanzania is a human. Do you know that? He's a spirit. He must live in human. He must live in animal. He must live. So he live. So he must have a place where he dwells, where the spirit energy is, where it comes the most. And this is where the equator is, where Adam were buried, where Enoch, where Enoch was lifted up, and all these kinds of things. Buried, the buried place of the saints. Okay, this is where it is. Now, Esau, the white man, is not rich because he's intelligent, well educated, etc., etc. This is what all the black people has in his mind, because they can see everything what they have created so far. I have to say it clear. It is hard for us, especially the Moontus, because to believe in something that we do not see. Okay, and that's why you have spiritual speakers like me that say, oh man, all that what you see will be gone one day. It will be a desert. It will be a museum. And many people, what? These cars? What? These clubs? No, I don't believe. So it is very hard for our people. But, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. And this is something that we should never forget. If you ask white people themselves, their history, where is Greek today? Where are the Greeks? Where are the Romans today? They were totally destroyed. Where are the Portuguese today? The poorest, they are so poor. The Spanish invasions, the Crusades, where are those people? Okay, Yeah, I know that still today people think that uh, Napoleon and all of them were good people. They did good to us. This is what white people tell us in school. Napoleon was a hero, Caesar was a hero, Alexander the Greek was a good guy. But all of us knows that this is a lie. Now, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. So the invader will do as he pleased. No one will be able to stand against him. He will establish himself in a beautiful land and will have the power to destroy it. And of the dew of heaven from above. Genesis 27 and 39. Now, the earth fatness, Mount Seir, Esau's ancestors, was a fertile land that was refreshed by dews and showers. Thou shalt live by the sword, that is, thou shalt be warlike and live of the spoils of war. This was spectacularly fulfilled in both Esau and his descendants. He was a skillful hunter and a field man, and his descendants took possession of Mount Seir via force and violence, expelling the Horites, okay, the previous residents. Both were both before and during the Babylonian exile. They were virtually constantly at odds with the Jewish. According to Josephus, they were so fond of broils that they went to war as if it were a banquet. Thou must serve thy brother. The Tanzambi never allowed the Edomites to rule over the Israelites, despite using nearly all of the other neighbors to oppress them in turn. When you have dominion, you must strengthen yourself, become powerful, and select king of your own. When the sons of Jacob adhere to the law and heed the precepts, says the Jerusalem Targum here, they shall impose a yoke of servitude upon thy neck. But when they turn away from studying the law and disregard the precepts, behold, then thou shalt throw off the yoke of servitude. This is a good interpretation of the scriptures because it was David who brought the Edomites under the yoke. So, okay. But the Edomites revolted from under the rule of Judah, proclaiming themselves a king during the reign of Joram, when they were terribly corrupt. This is Second Chronicles 21, 8 and 2, and some other chronicles here. We can see that while Esau received the blessing, it was significantly less than Jacob's. There's nothing in it that points that Isaiah, nothing that brings Esau or his descendants into the church of the Most High. And without that, the fatness of the soil and the plunder of the fields won't help him much. As a result, Isaac blessed them both according to their destiny, and obviously, the precise fulfillment of these prophetic utterances which occurred many hundreds of years after Moses' death, must give us a lofty view of the Holy Scriptures and convince us that they are genuinely the words of that being who knows the end from the beginning, if properly evalu- evaluated. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall become to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke of thy neck. And this is what happens, and this is why we are here fighting, okay? But um everything is changing, okay? This generation will see um this the power of the Most High, the changes. And this was the teaching for today. Keep me in your prayers. um Nigerians named themselves after Esau and the river, okay? Yeah, Esau is our brother. Esau is our brother. Yeah, this is a fact. Okay, thank you very much. um I hope the Most High will do fast, because um he said one thing very very clear, that people will lose faith. Many people will lose faith in the end times, and this is what is happening. The Satan, he don't want to go alone. He's taking a lot of people with him while making them weak. Me myself, I have my times when I become weak and start thinking a lot about things that is happening all over the world, things that happens with me, you know, and I can also become very weak, very very traumatic, frustrated, and I understand. You know, everyone is waiting for the Most High. Let us always keep everyone in prayer, and I say thank you very much for being here. See you very soon.